So family, okay, we're going to do our message to dream on. I hope I get a little bit of a shot in the arm. I just got signed some kind of depressing news myself. You know, no matter how much we love someone and no matter how much we know something should be a certain way, it's up to each of us. You know, we have a choice. Like the song's saying right now, you're the best thing that ever happened to me. You're the best thing about me. Why am I walking away? So, you know, ultimately, everybody has to make a choice, and we can't force anyone's hand. And it's the same thing with, you know, animals that are sick and they're refusing to eat. If someone is not emotionally well and they're refusing to accept love, we can't force it upon them. It has to be something that they choose to take, which is really hard for someone like me because I never give up, you know. I'm a fighter and I fight for the ones that I love, and I can't accept that someone would allow somebody that they love so much to just walk out of their life because they are afraid or don't want to fight against what others want for them. Or it's hard for me to wrap my brain around that. So it's just about allowing and trusting in spirit and knowing that love heals fear, love heals anger, and that everything works out in the ultimate good. And sometimes you have to walk away. So I'm hoping that, now see, upside down, once was innocent. So, well, once was innocent, and it was in reverse. She doesn't look too innocent to me. Does she look innocent to you? She looks quite flirty to me. So once was innocent. Well, once was innocent means you didn't know. You weren't aware. You didn't know the truth. You know, it's ignorance. But ignorance is no longer bliss because there was a choice at one time, right? And you believed in what you were told. But now you're no longer in that way. You can't go back to not knowing. You can't go back to that ignorance is bliss because you know the reality of the truth. So if you're a courageous person, you can be who you truly are. You need to accept who you truly are naturally. The good, the dark, the light. You don't fear fitting in. You don't worry about what others feel and what others say. You don't mind not being like anyone else. You won't deny the things that you have learned and that you've witnessed and that you've seen and that you have experienced and that what you now know. The things that you've been touched by. You can't push that back. You know what is true and what is real. You know there's magic in the world. You know you can affect change. That song, you're the best thing about me. You're the best thing. And yet why am I walking away? Because you're choosing to walk away. But this, you can't pretend to not know any longer. You can't plead ignorance. So what are you going to do? You need to ask for help. You need to reach out to people that are like you. Surround yourself with others who also know, that are no longer innocent. And they realize that what you believe isn't a joke, isn't untruth, isn't wicked, isn't strange. They believe it's real. They know what you speak about is truth and it's wisdom. And they know that you are telling the truth when you speak of the things that you know and that you've learned and what you've experienced. You're going to acknowledge the truth of who you are and what you know. Because even though this was in reverse, knowledge does mean change. And it means stepping into your power and not pushing it away because you're afraid or because someone doesn't approve. You can't push it back. It's like you can't unsee what you've seen, right? You can't unhear what you've heard. You can't undo what you have experienced. You can't go back to sleep. in all reality, in all truth, because you'll be miserable, because you are awake. This is interesting. I read for someone this evening, and we got this in reverse. There's my unicorn with his curved horn. It's not perfect. Not in the way he wants it to be. But he's perfect in how I see him. But what's going on with these two? I'm going to read the card first. It's communication with the unicorn. Undercover action. She's looking away. He's nuzzling up against her, but she doesn't see him. She's not able to see him. She's not looking at him. He's not looking at her either, though. He's looking down. I keep hearing that song. I've spent so much time walking with my head looking down. Stop doing that. Look how connected you are. Look how much love and passion there is between you. Look at the color of the sacral chakra. Seat of creativity and sexual energy between these two. There's a mission that these ones are going on. She's doing undercover work for the ones who believe in magic, her true soul family, and that unicorn is her partner. They go into the etheric places, into the realms, and they share. They're right now, there's so many ways of looking at this card. I see a distance between these two when they're standing right face to face, but because they're not standing face to face. She's turning away. Don't turn away. Look in my face. You lift your head up and look in my face. The sun is all above you. Forward movement, passion, the love that's between you. There's no need to look over your shoulder. He's got your back, and you are deeply loved for who you are. Recognize the light that is there for both of you and the passion and the love that surrounds you both. Now let's go back to them working as they should, as a team. They know that they can do their work together. They meet in their dreams. They meet in their meditations and in their visions. She gets information from him, and then she goes out and she shares it. That's the job that they do. They work together for peace. They see into the hearts around them because they're both love. They both have skills, these two. Unicorns talk about the power of the written word and communication that needs to be told. So communication can be told in many ways. It can be told in music. It can be told in art. A picture says so much more than what you can actually speak. Look, you can read so much more feeling, and you don't even need to. There's so many different ways. Music doesn't even have to have words, and it can move you, and you feel so deeply, elicits such emotion, right? There's so many different ways to communicate. God, the song that's on right now. Now you're in my way. Ripped jeans. Wind was blowing. Where do you think you're going, baby? I just met you. This is crazy. Here's my number. Call me maybe. This song takes me back to my unicorn. Oh my. Wow. So right now you're about to start a creative project, and you need to have help from your guide, your unicorn, who's going to inspire you. They're going to help you cut through any blockages that you have. Notice that the unicorn's horn comes right from his third eye. That's your psychic ability, or your clairvoyance, your intuition. The horn is how you communicate. It's like your hair. Look how long the mane is on that horse and her long hair. The psychic antenna. That's how we connect. So the messages you're receiving, they're coming from other worlds. You're getting very clear, accurate messages. Use your intuition and your intention, and draw that power, and draw to you what it is that you need and what it is that you're wishing to accomplish. These ones are standing together. And they're telling you that you are receiving information, communication that's telling you to do certain things. Detoxify, clear your environment, follow your life's path. They want you to be an activist, but a peaceful activist, one that comes from love. That's how we affect change. I met my unicorn in the hallway between worlds. We literally meet in the hallway. And we communicate about things that need to be done. So, you have a purpose right now. The doors to other worlds are opening for you more and more, communicating messages for you that need to be shared. It's very, very important for this planet and for the environment to keep this world alive. You are a very peaceful, loving being, and you're very sensitive. You're super sensitive, and you're very, very strong and powerful. Some of the things you get, some of the work that you do, you aren't to share. Even you're going to go through the gateway. See the number 10? That's a gateway, and Spirit wants you to walk through it. But some of the things that you get, you aren't to share. You're to keep them quiet. They're very, very special. These indigo children and the crystal children that are coming, the very, very special children that are now growing into adulthood, they're helped by the unicorn's magic. So right now it's about protecting and helping something precious that's threatened to survive. I feel like my unicorn is threatened. So I'm going to see my unicorn in this light, surrounded with red roses and golden light and the color of love and passion. I want my unicorn safe. Song, you've been scared of love and what it did to you. You don't have to run. I know what you've been through. Now when I look at her, I see her. She's protecting her unicorn. He's been hurt, and she loves him so much. She's not letting go of him. She's looking over her shoulder, but she's not looking over her shoulder with fear. She's looking over her shoulder with fire, and she's saying, don't you come near him. I protect him. He protects her too, but right now, his head is down. She's not letting go of him. She loves him deeply, and she won't let any harm come to him because she is not just a girl. She is a powerful spirit being. And she won't let anything happen to the ones that she loves. Just like she has his back, he has hers. I told you. I don't give up. There's fire. And love is worth fighting for. And this planet is worth fighting for. And peace and love. You don't have to do it in aggression. But you don't give up, and you protect the ones that you love, and you protect the things that you love. And you do whatever is in your power. And you use your energy to shield them. And you see them and feel them surrounded in loving light. There's someone that posted about their cat that's not eating. She's lost so much weight. And the woman said she's given healing and she knows the cat. She says, well, it's her choice. I don't know. I fought for Lily. There's no way I was going to let her just choose to die. I fought for her because I was able to love her back. And I love my unicorn, and I'm not letting him choose to walk away when I know he loves me. See, there's a difference. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. Why am I walking away? You're not. You call upon the Father to remove every blockage that there is possible that is stopping that cat from allowing herself to be healed. And from my cat, my unicorn, from allowing himself to be healed, just like Lily. Don't ever give up on the ones you love. Don't ever give up on the ones you love. I feel it coming, babe. Can you hear it? Feel it coming, babe. Correct for neutrality on all levels. So, use your energy and do everything that you can. We have the ability to affect change. And even when someone else says that they give up, doesn't mean you have to. I'm sending Reiki to that cat, that woman's cat, and I'm telling her to fight and that she doesn't have to go anywhere. It's not true. Our animals don't want us to leave them alone and let them die. They don't want us to leave them alone. They want our attention. And the people that we love, they don't, the ones that are hurting, they don't want us to leave them alone. They want our love and attention. And sometimes when you've been so hurt, sometimes in a subconscious way, they need to know what would happen if I disappeared. Would anyone come looking for me? How much do they really love me? I don't believe that love is real. I've never been shown that. Well, then you show them another side of it. And you show them that love is real. And it surrounds them. Stolen in her sleep. Look at these goblins that are trying to take her in her sleep. They're reaching out to her. She's innocent. Look at her. White dress. At this time, this one is, it's interesting. I've had this happening to me recently. The unaware, unconscious, unawakened. I've had a lot of dreams that I haven't been able to pull back. Maybe you're feeling cut off from your psychic abilities. Maybe you don't feel that you have this power. Maybe you're unsure of whether the path that you want to follow is the one that's safe for you. Look at you. I feel like I'm being stolen in my sleep. I feel like someone else has a hold of me. Do you feel that you're entering darkness? People, you know, there's a lot of people that go through this where this is the awakening process. It can be scary. You know, you don't have control of your gifts yet, and so much is happening. You're being downloaded. You're not able to sleep. You're not understanding your dreams. You're reaching, but you're not getting anywhere. You're confused. Some people feel I don't belong here. I don't fit into this world. I just don't fit. I just want to go home. I've heard people say that so many times. You want to go home before you've done your work here. You came here to heal. You came here to deal and face those goblins and ascend past that. You need to go in deep and understand what is truly happening with you. Then you will be awakened. You can't run from it. You can't run away. You have been awakened. You are awakening. It's not going to always be easy, but you can't run. The gift, and it's in reverse. So the gift is someone offering this one. This little gnome is coming to offer her this simple little flower. It's a gift that's coming forward, and he's not certain whether she's going to accept it or not. It's not much. He's shy. He's kind of a funny little guy. This is about a gift that's about to come to you, but this is in reverse. So it may be you that is wanting to give a gift to another, to someone that you're drawn to. Maybe you're meant to care for little ones around you, animals around you that need healing. like I just said about that little cat. I need to care for that cat. Even though she has her own owner, I've been drawn into it. So I'm going to use Lily, and I'm going to do Reiki on Lily and that cat. There are different ways of healing animals, alternative methods. I tried to tell the woman, and I was hoping that she would hear me. There's so many things that we can do, research that we can do. Maybe this is about transforming your own physical self. You're healing your own physical self in a practical, sensible, healthy way. Short little messages tonight. They're longer when they're in the upright, but when they're in the reverse, they're just little thoughts. So isn't that interesting that came up about that cat? So that's telling me that cat is wanting healing, wanting Reiki healing. It's wanting me to help. And I'm drawn to do that. It's also telling me that my cat, who's also my unicorn, is wanting that loving energy as well. So after this, when I go to upload this, that's what I'll be doing tonight as I go into my dream time. It's time to heal and send loving energy. Silver sisters. They're twins. Interesting. I said something about silver the other day. Silver. Time to take protection from toxic thoughts and energy. So I feel my twin is surrounded by a toxic energy. I do. It's debilitating. And maybe he needs my help. So this is about you at this time. These silver sisters are there to help, I say. The number is 9, which is endings. This is not recognizing that somebody is out. This is a negative, but you need to recognize this. You're not seeing that someone is toxic. You're not seeing that this situation is not in your highest good. You're wanting to believe. You don't realize that they can be cruel. You're not recognizing how the harmful, vicious words impact you and your thoughts. Their behavior towards you is disgraceful. You're not seeing that you're allowing this to happen to yourself. You need to take the steps to make your boundaries clear and protect yourself. You don't have to take it. You don't have to be tough. It's not okay to be treated that way. It's not okay to be treated in a critical, toxic, nasty, narcissistic manner. It's not okay. It doesn't matter who it is and what condition they're in. I don't care if they're sick. I don't care if they're your father. I don't care. It's wrong. You don't have to go through it. It's not okay to put up with it. You don't need to be tough. You are not too sensitive. You are a super sensitive, and that is your gift. You are not protecting yourself. You need to protect yourself. You need to be able to cut yourself away from the narcissistic, toxic energy. You're not protecting yourself. You're not able to cope when you're not protecting yourself. And that doesn't mean you're weak. It means that you've allowed yourself to be around this cesspool of fucked up narcissistic energy, and it isn't okay. Whether it's these two beautiful women who remind me of the vampires, soulless. You're taking on other people's opinions of who you are and what you should be. You're influenced easily by others' judgment of you. You believe the criticism. You believe the bullshit they're spewing. You start believing what they believe, and you're taking on their belief systems, and it's not even true. It's not even who you are. And then you feel like the bad person if you go against it or don't acknowledge that this is your belief too. when all you are is being truly the truth of yourself. Any harmful gossip that you've engaged in, recognize it and remove yourself from that practice. Make a commitment not to watch those kind of shows, read those kind of magazines and movies that are malicious and where people speak ill of others. And when the ones that are rotten and horrible and awful to you, instead of going in a room or going behind their backs and talking shit on them, leave. Take yourself out of that energy. You should not surround yourself with this light. Silver sisters, they're not good. They're evil. Look at their curled eyebrows. They're devils. Pretty is as pretty does, says the spider to the fly. Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. All glitzed up in your glamour of your plastic society untruth. You're drawn to narcissistic, abusive people because that's how you've been treated your entire life. Number 9 is an ending of this. You're stronger than you are giving yourself credit for. You can do anything you set your mind to. Wow, we're on a streak tonight, aren't we? Cry for nature. Mourning for something sacred which seems lost. This is about the cruelty that we see in the world and around us and the animals, and wanting for it to stop. The sadness. I saw something awful tonight. I saw 2 things tonight that just ripped my stomach apart. And one was about humans and one was about animals, and they were both vicious and awful. And it leaves you with this mourning, this sadness. I love where I am. I love this planet. I'm very passionate about animals, about nature. I want to help. This is about divinely protecting this planet and seeing it protected. Earth warriors. That's the earth warrior energy. We can affect change on this planet, but not by curling up in a ball like that. By reaching out and sending loving vibrations, healing energy, and surrounding the ones that are suffering in light and peace and calm and comfort and power. Our energy and our thoughts make a big difference. Our prayers make a big difference. We need to be active, peaceful warriors. Good Lord, you guys. Song in the middle of the night, in my dreams. I know I'm going to be with you. Are you ready for it? Wow. One more. And this is where you go. Trust. Surrender, a leap of faith into the unknown. You may not realize where you're going, how it's going to turn out, but you are trusting. Arms furled back, bare feet, stepping off the building. You're taking a leap, fully 100% trusting that spirit will catch you. You know you're following in faith. I may not see it. I may not know the path. I may not understand. People are looking at you thinking, what, have you lost your mind? You don't even know what you're going into. But you know you're going to fly. And if you don't fly, spirit will catch you. You're trusting and you're moving forward. Everyone around you panics. Oh my God, you need to stay where it's safe. And yet, you know, you've got faith. You will be taken care of. Spirit is here to support you. This is a rebirth. This is a new beginning. You are new, and you are a baby. You are a newborn now, with innocent energy, trusting in this magical, powerful energy of spirit. Completely trusting, fully focused, arms back, head held high, listening to your inner voice. There's no protection around her. There's nothing there. There's no net beneath her feet. No fear. She goes off the edge. into the unknown, the leap of faith. Faith, the assured expectation of things hoped for, though not yet beheld. Look at the storm clouds all around, but she's not afraid. She or he. You've gone past fear. It's beyond that. I know. There's nowhere to go but out there now. Whatever will be is going to be, and I walk forward. And I know that the miraculous healing will take place, just like I knew it was going to take place with Lily, because Spirit told me, and I trusted Spirit. This one represents all who are willing to take this great chance when they connect with their higher self. This is a courageous leap of faith, the trust in your intuition. No obvious means of how I'm going to survive moving forward, and yet I know I will. I will walk into my future, no matter what comes. Spirit's telling me to go. It's time. I am going. It's time to take a chance that others think is crazy, risky. But if I'm not going to do it now, when am I going to do it? Now's the time. Spirit keeps saying now. Now is the time. This person is someone who takes risks. Other people think they're crazy. It might be the fact that you're going to leave that job that's safe and yet not in your highest good. You're leaving that relationship to start a new one, 100% fully, jumping into it without examining all the wherefores. Maybe you're somebody who used to have it all lined up, had to have it all planned out, but you're not. You're not crazy. You're acting in faith and courage because you're listening to your inner guidance. You have no reason for fear. And when you don't fear, fear is not realized. Bare feet, strong feet, no safety zone, no net. But there's a healing path that you're going to walk on in this adventure, and you have moved forward. 3 times you've been shown the unicorn and the maiden. She will not leave him. They are 100% guided. And now you're leaving that toxic environment, and you're leaping 100% fully into that relationship, into that job, into that new beginning that Spirit has been telling you. The ravens are all there. Magic and miracles. If I can't fly on my own, these ravens will lift me and I will fly. My twin is wearing a raven on his shirt. He will fly. He carries the symbol on his chest. He will not sink. And neither will you. Sweet dreams.